Hey guys, welcome everybody in the room. It's Super Bravo Tuesday. Actually, not just any Super Bravo Tuesday, my third Super Bravo Tuesday. So guys, you know it's going to be awesome. Tonight's going to deliver just like the last two Super Bravo Tuesdays. I believe the first one I gave you Elise Slane from Real Housewives of New York. I also gave you Bali from Bravo's hit series Family Karma. The second one I gave you Caesar Mack from TLC's 90 Day. And then I also gave you Mary Wallace from Jeffrey and Varia's little storyline from 90 Day. And then tonight is no different. I have more guys for you tonight. But before we get started, let everybody go ahead and pile up in the room. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Hi. We want Buy Jolene merch. Yes, guys. Yes. Okay, so speaking of that, thank you, Laurel. I appreciate that. Speaking of that, guys, just to let you know, a milestone that I'm working on is when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to bring on my fiance to recap with me. So you'll get to see Jason every once in a while. And then also at 10,000 subscribers, I'm able to access the merch store for YouTube. So I'm going to sell Buy Jolene merch. And that way we get back to cyberbullying, anti-bullying. So we're going to turn a negative into a positive. This is for Jolene. If you're watching, she is watching. I know she's watching because guess who we have joining us tonight as a special guest, guys? Jolene. So, yeah, I'm not even kidding. 18 in the room, guys. Let's build it up. Guys, how exciting. We have Jolene in the room tonight. Jolene. Do you guys know what this means? I don't think you guys do. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. All right, guys, so we're going to be talking with Jolene tonight. I do have my special guest who's going to be calling in at the end of the night. I have Below Deck. We're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Real Housewives of New Jersey just resumed filming, and, what's to come on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama. Can't wait. All right, guys, so let's get started. Where do you guys want to start? I say we start with, I still can't get over the fact that we're talking with Jolene. Okay, we're going to start with Below Deck. Guys, Chef Kiko. I predicted this. I told you guys what was going to happen. If you've missed it, go check out my interview with Chef Kiko. He's an awesome guy, but I said he was going to end up, he was going to be fired. He was going to be fired because they were trying to work in Malia's boyfriend, Tom. That's exactly what they did. They worked in Tom, and here he is, he's a part of it now. So I don't even know. I don't even know what to think. He messed up on one dinner. Captain Sandy, she went on and she went onto a blog and she said, I gave Kiko chance after chance after chance. But I think even Hannah sees in this that, this was such a production move that it seems so unfair. And it sucked that he had to be on the chopping block. But unfortunately, that was the only position that Tom held. So if Tom was going to come in, or if he were to come in and create drama or add more to the storyline, he would need a position. If Kiko's there as the chef, they're not going to make him second stew and they're going to fire somebody. No, that's not going to happen. So because Kiko didn't deliver the drama, they cut Kiko. That is what I think about it. I honestly, guys, I really do. I don't think it was a reasonable fire at all. I think that they did it for a storyline. I understand this is reality TV, so if you, I don't know. I'm not happy about it. I talked to Hannah about it. She's not happy about it. So we're both not happy about it. The only one who's happy about it is Malia, and that's because her boyfriend's in. And if you guys want to check on that interview too, I interviewed Malia. You're more than welcome to. It's on my YouTube channel. Guys, what else? Oh, so we do have a little bit of tea. So Aisha's obviously coming back too. Hannah leaves early. So if you guys don't know this yet, guys, Hannah leaves early. 29 in the room, guys. Let's go for 50. And everybody, please like the video on your way in. Hannah ends the season early, so somebody else becomes Chief Stew. I already pegged this from the beginning, so if you've been living under a rock, Bugsy's going to be Chief Stew. And then all of a sudden we have Aisha coming in. I'm guessing she's going to end up taking the second stew role. That's what I'm guessing. But Tom's coming in as a chef, so we're getting a whole cast shakeup after the 5th or 6th charter already. I don't even know what we're thinking here, but it's going to be good. I know Kiko's not coming back because Kiko and his girlfriend's a Chief Stew. He's obviously still a yacht chef. They're working on a catamaran, as he said in my interview with him, for 2 years, signed a 2-year contract to explore the world. He's in Guatemala tonight, so wish him Health and happiness, I guess. Which cast member had drugs on board? Guys, did you know this? A cast member had... I don't want to get in trouble. There was a cast member that had drugs on board. If you guys think you know who it was, please comment below. I'll give you a or a uh-huh. But yes, I can't necessarily say who it was, but there was a cast member who had drugs on board. Guys, we're going to talk about it. Let's get into it. Please, please, please. This is, come on. I don't know what's going on in the below deck world. But Captain Sandy, I mean, she's on top of it. She is on top of it. Or somebody's bringing it to her. Because somebody said today, they're like, what does she actually do? I mean, her job is more strenuous than what it leads on, but we're getting edited versions, you know? And like Captain Sandy said too, you know, she did say, I gave Chef Kiko chance after chance after chance, but, you know, this isn't a fail for Chef Kiko. This is, you know, he tried. And hi, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you for the super sticker. Chef Kiko tried. So, you know, she said it wasn't a fail. So he tried. It didn't work out. He maybe, you know, like he oversold himself to a super yacht, and it just is what it is. That's at least Captain Sandy's rendition of it. I don't know. Chef Kiko, like, I love this guy. I have a lot of respect for him. The only thing that I didn't love about his exit was I understand that, like, if you don't want to listen to somebody's opinion, you know, maybe you'll leave or whatever. But if this is your captain or whatever the case is, whatever role you're playing, whether it's a mega yacht, super yacht, or a reality TV show, I think you should show a little bit more respect and just kind of, you guys know what I mean. Like, at least acknowledge Sandy and say, you know, thank you, Captain. Thank you for guiding this boat. Thank you for keeping us afloat. I mean, you're respectful to everyone else, Kiko. We love you, man, but come on. All right, guys, just in case, I have a few other subjects to go over, but if you guys want to start coming into the chat room, please, with all due respect. Sherelle made it in. I love Sherelle. Guys, 40 in the chat room. Let's make it to 50. So we're going to be talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. So Real Housewives of Potomac, I don't know if you guys caught this, but we just got a sneaky episode number 2. Sneaky episode number 2. Guys, the day after the premiere, why? Why would they even do this to us? It has to be one of two things. One would be because episode number 1 was too slow and the ratings weren't like amazing. So they have to pick up the drama and see what happens. Or 2, no, what am I kidding? It's just 1. That's the only reason they would do that. Why else? They have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. They have Real Housewives of New York. Both of them are playing right now. I don't know if New York is getting the best ratings. I don't think they necessarily are. But Beverly Hills is getting great ratings until this Denise Brandy thing dies down, which eventually we're going to get tired of because I think we might be already. That's not an opinion. I'm just guessing. But, you know, guys, Real Housewives of Potomac, they did have this sneaky episode number 2, and there were some taglines, or not taglines, but some quotes in here. Shut the F up. F all of you guys, and classes in session. So we're obviously already getting to know the Housewives. They're going to be amazing, and things haven't changed. Ashley's still willing to call everybody out. Robin's still trying to get married to Juan. Candace is still willing not to apologize for anything. Chris is still trying to hold her accountable. Her mom is still willing to hit her with a purse or let her purse run into Candace's face. And Giselle is just not changing anything, you know? And Karen, oh, guys, if you watched last night's episode, Karen Huger, well, her husband won't say I love you after 20-something years of marriage. Guys, that broke my heart for her. The only thing I don't understand is she's using her perfume line as an excuse for why her marriage is failing. And I think that there's many people out there who are not only wives, but mothers who have businesses and whatever else who have successful marriages. I don't think that is what the answer is. I think this is reaching for a storyline. So we'll see. I don't know. But with that being said, we also have Charisse, the Charisse drama. She's coming in. Monique doesn't want her to come in for a reason. We know that means drama. Same thing when Denise didn't want Brandy coming in because she knew she had a pit in her stomach, and we saw her at the bar. We saw her reaction when she saw Brandy. Same thing with Monique. Charisse knows something that we don't know. So this is exciting. I'm not the one who does the gossip stuff. That's actually Sherelle. So I'm going to let her maybe take it away with her opinion on this one thing. I'm going to bring her in. Let's see.
Hi, Adam. How are you?
Hi, how are you? You look so pretty.
Okay. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
It's been a long day. And I forgot to turn on my lights, but that's okay. You want to talk about Potomac, right?
Yeah.
Well, I watched, what is it? The Below Deck?
Yeah.
It's Andy. That sounds like it's getting really, really, really good. I mean, it's been a long time since I've watched it, but wow. Just everything.
We're about to get a whole cast shakeup. We're about to get a new chief stew, a new chef, a new second stew, and a new first stew.
Do you really think they're going to do that?
Oh, I have the photo of it.
Oh, really? Adam's dropping tea, people. Adam's dropping tea.
Check out the community tab because we're getting a cast shakeup in Below Deck Med. Wow. Yes, it's going to be crazy. Yeah. So I definitely don't think the reason, Sherelle, if you're a fan of Below Deck anyways, whether it's sailing yacht or med or whatever, all of the chefs have different things that they go through, and they have these big like outbursts and these anger issues, and they do stupid things when they get drunk. Chef Kiko messed up one meal where he didn't know, let's say, the genre of the meal. That didn't merit getting fired. You know.
What do you think's going on? What do you think really happened? Can you hear me?
I can definitely hear you.
What do you think's going on?
Sherelle, I think he was too boring.
Oh my God.
I love Kiko, but it's like, I think I've said this before on your show. When we do your block parties on Friday, I think that I've said this, that like it takes a special person to be a housewife. It also takes a special person to be on a reality TV show on Bravo. You know, Kiko has that really lovable personality, but also he's not contributing drama.
Yeah.
You know, whereas
you cannot be normal.
Yeah.
You have to have a little screw loose up there. Yeah. That's sad. Wow. Yeah.
Whereas like maybe the guys like might, and I'm just guessing what we have to look forward to. Guys, 50 in the room. Thank you. I'm just guessing what we have to look forward to, but maybe Tom might react to how the guys treat Malia if she has a problem with her deckhands, the guys. And what if they're complaining about Malia to him in the upcoming episodes, and they're like, "Man, Malia's being such a B word" or something like that, and he's like, "Whoa, watch yourself. That's my girl." Like, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, it's so sad. You get rewarded for reality TV, the work for having bad behavior. The worse you get, the more money you make. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Doesn't it sound like it almost sounds like if you're willing to throw mud on your name and just like lay there and cover your body and just like all of the SHIT, the shite. Then it really sounds like, why not take the paycheck? It sounds like the best thing.
Can we skip over to Potomac?
Please.
Speaking of fake storylines, do you think Giselle and Pastor Brian?
Monique calls him Pastor Holy, WHORE.
Do you think that's a fake storyline?
Oh my God. Do you think that he's trying to help her get money?
Well, everyone's saying it. I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire. Maybe it's true. We got to keep our eye on that storyline. But they're saying that without that storyline, Giselle has no storyline. And so she asked him for a favor, and he did it for her. And it's really, he had an affair probably with about, I would say, 8 women on Giselle. Who goes back to that? Maybe it is a fake storyline. Yeah.
Yeah, and you saw Karen and everybody in the last episode. They were like, "No, I never thought I would see the day again." Yeah, that makes so much sense. Especially we're not going to see him. The daughters aren't excited. There's so many red flags. Yeah.
And then here's another one. Do you think that maybe Karen and the problem she is having with Ray could be a fake storyline?
I want to address this. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for the super chat. I hope not. If that is, that's really annoying because that really like watching him not, the fact that he wouldn't say I love you to his wife of
And
20
he wasn't
something
like
years.
that before. He was not like that.
Sherelle, what did the tax problems really get you that down, man? No, I mean really though. Did they get you that down where you're not willing to say, like, she's like, can I clean off your glasses, honey?
Yeah,
Can I?
yeah.
But you know, I know how this works. I know that like my parents have been through a couple of divorces. I've seen it. I know it's like the I love you first, but it's the calm before the storm. She's like, can I clean your glasses? And she's only gonna ask so many times before she like is sitting there cooking with the like skillet pan and she like slaps him upside the head and she's like, damn it, I'm done talking to you about it.
Okay, let's just say for the sake of argument that this is a real storyline. What do you think they're going through? Like money problems? They did have money problems, but it looks like her perfume took care of that. So
well, let me ask you a question. I don't know if you're in a relationship or not, and I don't want to even bring that up. But if you were, you're married?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Wow.
I know I don't talk about it, but yeah.
Wow. I feel like I want to say congratulations like it happened yesterday.
Well, you have to remember something. The minute you bring your significant other in, like maybe you will do, then he's going to get the same treatment that we get. That's why. Yeah.
But
go ahead.
No.
You forgot?
I forgot.
I'm married. Well, we're talking about what could the problems basically be with Karen and Ray, and I don't know what it could be. I mean, I just don't see him falling out of love with her.
That's what it was. Thank you. Thank you, Sherelle. What I was going to say is, if you're married, then you would understand that being married already, like my fiance, we've been together for over 6 years. I could not imagine having cameras in front of me, one, and then cameras in front of me with tax problems and potential, right? Potential like fraud issues. Now you're putting yourself out there. You have these women knocking on your door with fake mustaches, making your life into a joke, fake delivering a pizza. You're moving out of Potomac. You call yourself the Grand Dame, but you're moving to like Section 8. Like it's not Section 8, but Section 8 for like the rich people. You know, I don't know.
So you're thinking maybe the cameras played a role. And we all heard that they destroy marriages when you bring a camera into your house.
Yeah, I think, you know, I just did a piece too on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on my channel where I covered Whitney Rose. She's one of the new housewives, and she starts off the season with a vow renewal. And I'm like, that's the kiss of death. It really is. It's the kiss of death to any marriage on the Housewives. And she starts off with a vow renewal. And then all of a sudden later after filming starts, it comes out into the news that all of a sudden her husband is being sued for fraudulent charges. And now they're pursuing like 25 to 30 years in prison.
I mean, you hear about it. Every time you bring cameras into the home, it affects the marriage. It affects the family. The first season is always the most purest. And then after that, you're worried about what other people think, how you look, who's, outshining you. I wouldn't do it.
But what do you think about Dr. Wendy Osefo?
I don't know much about her so far. So good. I mean, Giselle tried to start trouble between her and Karen already by saying that Karen's intimidated by her, but we haven't seen enough to even know, but her record's impressive.
Well, yeah, I know. And that's the thing is when Karen's sitting there saying like, I'm not impressed. It was funny last night because Dr. Wendy Osefo's tweeting and she's like, oh, I'm not impressive. I stand up for the community. I'm a philanthropist. I am a mother of 3. I do this, this, and this. And you're trying to push perfume. No wonder your name's Karen. It's like, oof. Like she's coming to she's not here to play. And I'm so excited for her. And when they're sitting there at Ashley's coming out party, they all start talking about their sex lives and stuff. And Karen says something about, whatever, her sex life with Ray. And Dr. Wendy Osefo looks over and she goes, Karen, you still have a sex life? And they all look at her and they're like, oh, and just like could not believe it. And Robin was like, I think that's one of those things that like, maybe that's an inner thought. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Kiki Lee.
Kiki Lee.
What I'm here for, I want to see the fight, of course, but I also want to see what's it, Michael Darby. I love him. He has an affair every year.
But with a boy or a girl, we just don't know which one it is. Allegedly, is it is it both?
We don't know yet, but it could be. It could be both. It could be at the same time. He's that way. I know. What is he going to do? And Ashley said that she doesn't still have the same sex drive as she used to. I see many more.
Does that mean that she's hit her timeline, though, Sherelle? Because you're the one who gets to talk about fun stuff like this. Does that mean that she hit her timeline with her prenup? Is that why her sex drive's gone? I'm just asking.
No, it's true. It's true. Yeah. What was the timeline? 5 years, right?
Yeah, and then I think that wasn't she willing to resign when they almost divorced, right?
She didn't. Oh, she did. She did resign. You're right. No, it's not almost up then. She resigned for another 5 years, remember?
Was it 5 years though, or was it an additional 2?
I can't remember. I thought it was 5. If it's an additional 2,
she might be in the clear.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really weird to put kind of things like that in your prenup. Why would someone put that in their prenup, that you have to be married to me this amount of time? It feels like you're anticipating a divorce.
I know. And if you go back and watch like the previous episodes from last season, Michael said like in 2 different episodes, he said, there was a point in my life where I was anticipating my life without you. Like I was ready to move on. And if it was already so quick for him to do that, or every time he goes overseas and he's meeting up with somebody new at a hotel, or he's sending a new naked photo, now being out in the press, like it's obviously it all comes to light. I don't know. It's so ballsy of him, with no pun intended.
I'm so fascinated with him. Last year, Adam, I made it my life's mission to find Susan, his first wife. Like I tried and I tried. He's gotten her hidden very well. Like if you can get your hands on her, let me know. Like I want to know what her marriage was like. I think he was married to her for 22 years, right? And then he leaves her for this younger, hot potato, that loves,
Oh, it has to be money. He's paying her with money.
You think so? I mean, I tried my hardest to find her. Wouldn't that be a great interview?
Oh my God, I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to text me her first and last name. I'll do my best.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Well, it's all, everyone knows it, right?
No, I don't have her first and last name.
I mean, isn't it public? Everybody.
Oh yeah. I can just Google it. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so then with that being said, what do you think about now they're trying to push Robin getting married again as a storyline for maybe what? We've been in 5 seasons. I would say this is at least 4 of those seasons we're pushing the storyline.
When I first met Juan, I could not stand him. I would rather have a root canal. Like I just thought that he took advantage of Robin. He didn't appreciate Robin. But when he found his dad, was it 2 seasons ago? And knowing his life story, I think, was it his mom died of heroin and his sister? Something like that. And basically, Robin and her family is like the only family he has right now. So I'm not understanding this, besides the fact that he just doesn't want to get married. And he said, okay, yeah, we could get married on the last episode, but no date. No date.
No date. And on the last reunion, they kind of they left it open as a storyline. They're like, oh yeah, Andy, you can look forward to it. We're definitely going to get married next season. There's going to be a date, blah, blah, blah. And she does her fake cry and listen, I love these women. So this isn't me talking crap, but they'll cry across the table when he's like, yeah, I want to start progressing. And she's like, progressing? The hell? I want to get married. What are we doing? We have kids. We have, what is going on?
Could it be the loss of his real family? And so he doesn't open up anymore, to have your family, 2 people, major people in your family die from heroin. And then he didn't know his real dad. Remember that?
Yeah.
So maybe he doesn't know how to be a family, but I'm getting really tired of waiting, Juan. I am tired of waiting on you. It's been long enough. They've been dating since high school. What more do you need?
That's fair. Thank you, VJ Parks. I appreciate you for the super sticker. No,
V, that's V.
Oh, hi, V.
Yeah.
Wow. V was criticizing me yesterday for my Sandy and Angelica gold shirt now. And
come on, Adam, it was funny. Can you just say it? It was so
I almost
funny.
threw it away because of V, but you know what, V? I'm not giving it. I'm keeping it. You know why? Because another New Year's is going to roll around.
No, you have to get rid of that shirt.
No
I
way.
love Adam, but the shirt, no.
But no, I honestly, between Robin and Giselle, I think Giselle is like absolutely stunning. I don't think that's enough reason to keep her on.
Outside.
Yes. I think she's visually stunning on the outside. I don't think that's a reason to keep someone around. But I think if this whole Pastor Holy WHORE thing is, if that's a setup storyline, and this whole fake wanting to get married again thing is a setup storyline, just as fake as Candace, who I also love because I did my interview with her, having a $22,000 first year anniversary party with a cash bar. Get out of here with that fake storyline. What I'm saying is, like, I'm dodging fake storylines like they're like mosquitoes coming at you. It's crazy.
I'll say this. I gave Candace a second chance because of you. You said highly good things. You said the interview was amazing. I am back to my old ways after one episode. She's just too spoiled for me and too much maintenance. She just really is. Come on, Adam. Can I just drag it? Can you just say she's used to the finer things in life? Can I get you to say that?
And I usually, guys, 90 in the room, thank you. Cheryl, I just have to say, I usually disagree, and we go back and forth on these things. Mm-hmm. I don't think you're wrong on this one. I watched the second episode. I know. And I love Candace, but the spoiled, not willing to accept, and I don't ever agree half the time with Giselle with when she chimes in on stuff, but she looked at Candace on episode 2 and she's like, are you gonna like be quiet? Are you gonna sit there and like let me talk, or are we gonna have a conversation? And she doesn't, and she's not sorry for anything. The things that she says, like, you lay on your back for money to Ashley, the fact that she's helping spread these cheating rumors with Charisse. She's being the one who's used as a catalyst to get Charisse back into the group. Not like Charisse needs a catalyst to get back into the group. She obviously started the Potomac Housewives, but Candace is getting a little bit messy, and it's showing in the very first couple of episodes. That's not a good sign for her.
A little bit, I'll take it, Adam. At least you're admitting, like, she is. Oh God, I like Chris though. What do you think? I like Chris. Do you like Chris? I feel bad for him.
So I like that Chris just calls it out, and he's like, listen, what's going on with our sexy time? He's like, he's like, we haven't been having sexy time. And she's like, look, and he's like, I got to get you before you get your eyelashes and everything on, because once you get all pretty and stuff, you don't want to do anything. So I got to get you in the morning when you're when you're tired or whatever. And she looks at him and she's like, who wants to have reluctant sex? And he's like, well.
That's funny. Remember last night we got the tea that they're not going to air the entire fight. Have you seen it?
So I saw the leaked version of it.
Oh,
is that what you saw?
I don't know what I saw. Someone just sent it to me.
I saw the leaked version, but you can only see like a hand go like this, and then you see another hand uppercut like this.
I saw the real version.
Oh, you saw it?
It was bad.
Monique was throwing hands, huh?
Do you think she took a karate class or something, or boxing? Like, no. How does a person fight like that?
I don't know. Guys, 100 in the room. Thank you. I just thought, I don't care if they get mad at me for calling it out, Sherelle. I have to. But no, Monique, I could read this from day one when she was pregnant, and she said to Candace, she's like, don't sit there and don't like. It's almost like when Cardi B said to Nicki Minaj at the, you know what I mean? When she hit her in the head and she's like, this shite is made for TV. She's like, stop talking out of the side of your mouth, because there's a reality TV camera right there, and not think that I won't like hit you upside the back of your head because you're crazy. And Monique,
Adam, this fight is so good. She needs to become an instructor for boxing. I didn't even know a woman could fight like that. She dragged her. I don't think Candace got one punch in. It was
Oh,
like,
of course not. What do you mean? He grew up, can you imagine what Candace's upbringing was like with her doctor mom and you know what I mean? Like the most physical, like anything angst that she's ever had was probably when her face hit that Chanel bag. Like that's it. She does not have conflict in her life. She wasn't brought up like that. But you can tell Monique, I don't know how she was brought up. You can just tell Monique is cut from the cloth. Like, don't talk about it if you're not about it. Because if you're going to talk about it, I'm going to
this is as simple as this. Monique is a rapper. Okay. She can rap at the drop of a dime. She's a professional beat you upper. She will beat you up at the drop of a dime. But yet she's still classy and lives in Potomac. That's unusual.
But that's because of her husband's money and everything. But Sherelle, question for you. Do you believe that is Charisse, since we're talking about fake storylines, is Charisse using this for a storyline to get back in? Or is Monique, was she actually cheating on her husband with the trainer? I mean, she can't be that daft. This guy, like, with a trainer, she knows where her money's at.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. And plus, they love babies and the whole family type thing, her and Chris. I don't see Monique cheating on Chris. I do see Charisse wanting to get back on the show. And remember what we found out last night? I think it's fake. I think Charisse is trying to get back on the show, which would be good. I like Charisse. Do you like her? Oh, you don't?
I just don't find her interesting for the show. I don't like, and it's nothing against her, but it's the same thing when I like talk about Elise, who I've also had on my Super Bravo Tuesday and stuff like that. Sometimes I think you have a little bit too normal of a personality, even though you're willing to sit down and drop the bomb and be in that awkward conversation or situation. If you don't have the follow through to really get in the face and dig and like continue the storyline, you don't make for a great housewife. And I think Charisse can drop it. I just don't think she has the follow through.
I have to ask you a question since you brought up Elise. Did I hear she's not going to be at the reunion?
I don't think that she would be at the reunion. No.
Yeah,
no.
That's what I thought I heard.
I don't think that she has. I mean, they're already so restricted with how many people they can bring into the reunion as far as like cast, crew. Only crew has to wear the mask. Same thing. It's one of my topics tonight.
Oh, they're going to do it in the same room?
Yeah, they're gonna do it on Long Island. They got a big, huge warehouse. They're gonna put everybody 6 feet apart, but I don't think that they would have Elise come in. No, she might, but I don't think they would.
I thought I heard she wasn't. Also, because I stopped watching New York. What's this deal with Leah? Did she and Ramona? What's going on with those two?
Ramona's trying to get Leah fired. So Ramona tried getting Leah fired after her birthday party because Leah was dancing a little bit out there and she was, I guess, being a little bit too sexy. Ramona's sister, who is really kind of annoying. I don't even know what her name is. I left that on my last recap.
Ramona has a sister?
Yes, a very annoying sister, who interjected and she was like, you guys are dancing too sexy. You guys are cheapening this whole party. And Leah, Dorinda, and Elise were all dancing with Luann, and they're having a good time. They were a little bit schwasty pants, a little bit Sonia Morgan, But I think that she's just too young for the group, and I think that is threatening to Ramona. They don't have the same things that they like. I've mentioned this to you on your show before. Like, I think if we're bringing in a new cast members this upcoming season, or this next season, and they're looking at Karen Lowe, who is a billionaire heiress. She's from Hong Kong, and she has a ton of money, and she's sassy. And then Kimora Lee Simmons from Baby.
No.
Yes, they're looking at Kimora Lee Simmons, who
I'm back in. If they Really?
And Kimora is worth over $200 million. This other woman, Karen, is worth over $1 billion. The one Karen woman just bought a $60 million penthouse in New York, and then just bought a $100 million compound in Los Angeles next to the Playboy Mansion. So it would almost elevate the Housewives of New York, because that's one of the things that Ramona can say about Leah. She's like, whatever, you're low class. I have an $8 million Hamptons home. Like, I don't care what you say. You're trashy. But she can't say that to these other women because they're going to have so much.
I'm going to say something that you're not saying. This is just coming from my lips. Ramona needs to be fired. She has been on too long. She's a nitpicker. we've seen her story. There's not much more we can add to it. I think they need to bring on fresh new housewives. And the list that you just gave, Kimora Lee Simmons, oh my goodness.
She would be amazing.
Yeah. And can you imagine Kimora Lee and Ramona in one room? No, with their explosive tempers, it's just not going to work.
No, Ramona, I can see it already. Kimora and Leah would team up together. Kimora would have no time for Ramona. This new Karen woman who is like the bossy billionaire heiress, she would have no time for any of them and their sassy personality.
Wow.
Jill Zarin, she's potential. If she comes in, Dorinda's going to rip her apart.
You think they're going to bring Jill in? I mean, the producers, they're still holding grudges. It's been so many times.
Her thing was so minor, Sherelle. She was just saying that she didn't know if she would come back. This was how many seasons ago? She was giving a little bit of a give or take, but I think she's learned her lesson.
She learned her lesson, but they're not letting it go. They could have brought her back the year, unfortunately, Bobby passed. They could have brought her back when she reconciled with Bethany Frankel. They're not bringing her back, Adam, for some reason. They need to bring her back. I would love to see her new story.
You know, that actually what you just said made a lot of sense. It's like if they were to bring her back, why not bring her back in two of those like most instrumental moments of her life currently? Yes, I get that. But also, I know they're making Bravo pay cuts, but money talks. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. And since they're making Bravo pay cuts, Ramona needs to go. I said you didn't. And maybe Luann. How many times can we see Luann get drunk? Is that
no,
bad?
Luann has to go. We're keeping Sonia. We have to keep Ramona. We have to keep Dorinda. Leah we can keep. And then I want a crazy Karen Lowe or a crazy Kimora Lee. Bethany already said I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
And Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know if you've covered this, but Denise is back with a $4 million contract.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't cover it. I was waiting for our show, but we could say it again. Yeah.
Yes. We'll talk about that then. We'll talk about it on Thursday. But yeah, no. So these women, I mean, they're getting crazy money, but you can see who's worth keeping around or whatever. But nobody's going to have the crazy eyes like Ramona. Nobody's going to come out of, you know what I mean? Nobody's going to be like, I told you so, Bethany. Nobody's going to like you, Bethany. I hate you, Bethany.
Remember when she came down the catwalk?
Oh, no. And I like even Jill to this day does TikToks making fun of her where she like re-talks about it. She's like, her eyes were bulging out of her head like an alien. It's like, I don't know. These women, like she's trying, but she just turned 63. At what point, Sherelle, does a housewife retire? At what point do you become Kim G from Real Housewives of New Jersey?
Well, how old is Kim G?
Like 86 maybe. No, she was like in her late 60s, early 70s. Maybe.
I will say this. Ramona looks fabulous. I had no idea she was 63. None.
Oh, she's stunning.
She's stunning, yeah. And she doesn't look pulled. It's a natural pretty that she looks.
And this is the one comment that I have to, like a compliment, and this is no shade to Leah, but I find, you know, like you find certain people maybe more attractive in other ways than other people, whatever. I think Ramona, I find her to be even prettier in her 30 years senior to Leah than Leah is. I think Leah's a very beautiful girl too, but I find Ramona to be very pretty. I just think her attitude and her shadiness and the shite that she pulls is not cute.
It's really not. I'm just thankful that her and Mario are separated because they both used to act like that. Two of them on screen. And you said the sister is she brash like Ramona?
Yeah, she's yes. They feature her very little.
Do they look alike?
No, not really. She kind of looks like a homelier version of Ramona. Like she looks like Ramona came from New York City and this one came from like the burbs. Like the burbs. Yeah.
Oh,
but
wow.
I am curious real quick, Sherelle, while I have you on, we just resumed filming The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Yes. I know that Caroline Manzo and the Manzos, they're not a part of it, but do you think that any of this drama with the setup, with Dina's ex-husband, with the mafia, the mob, do you think any of this is going to be featured? We know, we talked about this last night. Joe's going to be on, Teresa's going to be dating. We know that drama.
Mm-hmm. But I'll find out because tomorrow morning at 9:00 Pacific time, I'm interviewing Joe Giudice. So I'm going to ask him. But, you know, I love Joe. He makes me laugh. He's amazing. Like, we just get along. But people say really mean things about Joe, and they say he's mob related, but I just don't see it. But are mobsters nice? Do mobsters make you laugh? Like, he's so funny. And I don't see anything of what they're talking about.
No, I think a mobster, honestly, I'm not totally against the whole mobster thing. I think a mobster, like, it's like signing a contract. Let's just play it like cartoon for a second. It's like the Little Mermaid. He says, give me your voice. I'm going to give you some legs, right? If you don't fulfill your contract, then you come and you're dead to the world and you're a servant to me, whatever. It's the same thing in mafia world. It's like, oh, you need something. Oh, I'll help you. But if you don't fulfill this contract, I end you.
First of all, you're falling into Perry mode right now.
Sorry. Perry's rubbing off on me.
What are you saying? That they're nice until you cross them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying like these people, like you still get the mafia, the mob, the Italian families, like the big family people who like they love their kids. They would do anything for their wives. They buy them the big jewelry. They spoil their families. They have the biggest hearts ever. But then the guy who's walking down the street that looks at their kid the wrong way, he's going to rip your tongue out of your like throat and wrap it around your neck. It's like, I'm saying like they walk a line. Like it's either really, really good or it's really, really bad.
I don't know. I hear bad things about Joe, but I tell you that he makes me laugh. We just get along. So I'll ask him all kind of questions tomorrow because I hear he's supposed to be on, and they're supposed to have co-parenting problems or whatever, and then the kids were supposed to go back to see him, but they couldn't.
Via Zoom though? Co-parenting problems via Zoom?
I know. I'll ask him tomorrow. I don't know. I mean,
you know what though, Cheryl? What would also be really good though is like we have these little networks that are coming out right now that are featuring like Vanderpump Dogs and like stuff like that, like Peacock. It would be really cool if one of these networks. I know it's not going to be Bravo with their loyalty to Teresa and everything that happened with Joe Giudice, but it would be really cool to see a reality show kind of follow his transition into Italy. We know that we're going to see him build $1 million empire over there. He's eventually going to find love. It's going to be exciting, but we're not going to get to see that.
He definitely needs a spinoff. I mean, I want to see how he lives over there and everything. And I think he's getting used to it, but I'm sure he has to miss Jersey. He used to call himself a Jersey boy. I mean,
I couldn't even imagine that. I couldn't imagine being ripped away from something like that. I'm more interested to watch him though than I am Teresa. No offense.
The last time I talked to him, he talked about looking into moving to the Bahamas so he could be closer to his girls. I'm going to see if he's still thinking about doing that because I think it's like a 3-hour plane ride. I don't know. It's short distance. So.
Okay. Well then, can I make you a deal if he says yes?
Okay.
Since I'm going to be in Palm Beach, close down to Miami, I'm a 3-hour boat ride from the Bahamas, which means you have to fly in. You come stay with me and we'll take a boat and go see Joe Giudice and go have drinks.
So it's really weird, Adam. I don't know where this came from, but I'm petrified of being on a boat. I don't know why. I know so many people have tried to get me to take a cruise here, a cruise there. Oh, it's so fun to take. No. Mm-mm.
Isn't that what they make Valium for or something?
I mean, I must have watched the Titanic when I was little. Something happened to me in my childhood. I am petrified of boats. Any big ships, small boats. No. And when I go to the beach, I only go in up to my ankles.
So if your husband said, "Hey, honey, we're going on a cruise," you'd be like, "No way."
Look how close we live to Mexico. They've tried me to go down to Ensenada so many times, and I'm like, I'll drive, but I won't fly. I mean, I won't take a boat there. I'll fly, but I won't take a boat. See, I know you don't have to tell me something's wrong with me. My mom already told me.
No way. Well, Cheryl, I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate you keeping me company. I just got a message from our guest.
Is he good?
He's trying to. Oh no.
Should we get V to call him while we keep talking?
No, I'm gonna play this for you guys. This is from. So, guys, you didn't know who our special guest was tonight. This makes me sad. Last night, if you guys were watching, last night was the episode of Below Deck Med where we saw Chef Kiko get fired. I love Chef Kiko, so I talked to him, asked him if he could come on the show. He said that, yes, he would definitely be able to call in today, but he's working on a catamaran right now, and he's in Guatemala. And the owner of the catamaran is actually the one chartering the boat right now. So he can't come on, but this is what he said.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm in the middle of the service here, clean the galley. And I don't know, like next week, maybe. Because then I'm sure, like, I'm free because... Just a second. Okay, there's the thing. My captain invited a lot of people on a boat, and I'm cooking. So I just came to the toilet right now to talk to you. So yeah, next week, then I'm sure like nobody's here. It's just me, my girlfriend, and the deckhand.
So pretty much, guys, with that being said, that's what he said. And then he sent me just now this photo saying that he's stuck working.
Next week, Adam, he said we'll try again, so don't get down.
He did. And you know what, though? It was like that. I guess it was like that one time, Sherelle, that remember when Biniam called in and it wasn't working or whatever? Yeah. You just have your moments. Sunny and Angelica called in yesterday, and they said, are you sure it's okay that we call in with our phone? And I was like, yeah, it's fine to StreamYard with your phone. And then there was this echo in the background, and now I wish I wouldn't have said that. So it's just trial and error, and I'm learning, and I appreciate you helping me and everybody taking this ride with me. We're still waiting for Jolene was also supposed to call in. Sherelle, I don't know if you know who Jolene is, but she was supposed to call in at 40 minutes in. I guess she got cold feet. She's not a celebrity, so that's okay.
It happens. I mean, you know, we appreciate you trying. It's not your fault. It happens. He'll come again. I guarantee you next week or whatever. And we got to catch up on the shows. I got to catch up on Mediterranean, or what's it called? Below Deck?
Below Deck. Yeah. And then we'll definitely, of course, we're going to end up catching up on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills on Thursday.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting crazy, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, we got a lot of dirt for that show. A lot. So
we have a lot to cover.
Yeah.
All right, Sherelle. Well, I appreciate you calling in, and I know that you've had a busy day, so I'm going to let you take the night off, and I appreciate it.
I'll see you in the morning. No disco shirts, Adam. No.
Okay, fine. Fair enough. I'll tune in to watch your interview in the morning with Joe Giudice.
Oh, look, Perry.
Oh, Perry, thank you for the super sticker, super chat.
He wants to rain on my parade. Look at Perry. He can't handle it. He's jealous.
And thank you, Tracy.
All right, Adam. Thanks for having me on the show. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Sherelle. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. Guys, how awesome is Sherelle? I love Sherelle. I love having her on. Also, I just dropped the link down if you want to call in. So when I talk about Jolene on my channel, guys, I have 135 of you in the room. You guys always ask me, who's Jolene? Because I mention her in my videos. She's actually in the call list right now, but not the same Jolene that you guys think of. I always say bye, Jolene, to my internet cyberbully troll. That's not the same Jolene. And I think some of you guys have maybe sent her comments or messages, maybe aggressing her as if she's my cyber troll Jolene, but she's not. She's Jolene Lunzer. So with that being said, thank you so much for calling in, Jolene. Not the cyber troll Jolene, but how are you?
Good. Hi, Adam. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I thought it was so funny when I saw you pop up in my comments, because I actually just had the conversation with my mom, of all people, maybe the day before. And she's like, you're going to find somebody with the name Jolene that pops up, and they're going to be like, and then all of a sudden I got that comment from you.
Yes. Well, on my channel, all of a sudden I had people commenting saying, Jolene, what is up with you and Up and Adam? Like, what beef? What's your beef? Tell me. And I'm like, I don't really like, we don't know each other. Like, I don't know everyone on YouTube. I'm not that cool. And so then I said, send me a link. Is someone saying something about me? And I checked your channel, and a lot of people were asking you as well, like, is this Jolene Lunzer or whatever? And so it was so funny. So then I went and commented. I was commenting to people like, it's not me, I swear. I'm like a good Jolene. I don't harass or cyberbully. And Adam, you're like way too cute. I would never harass you at all.
Wow, I'll keep you around. I appreciate it. No, I thought it was so funny when you commented in, and I thought what a fun and great time to bring you on to just clear that up. The fact that you're not the awful cyberbully Jolene, and that you have a great YouTube channel of your own. And also I thought it was funny because people, obviously you have a bigger following than I do. You have almost 10,000 subscribers. So you cover Bravo stuff, and you're in the same realm. This was just an accident, guys. This was an accident. It was a mishap.
It brought us together. So it's like, because I actually then started watching your videos. I'm like, this guy's great. It's like, you're fantastic and you're so fun. And you just had Sherelle, and obviously everyone knows Sherelle. Sherelle's like a queen. So how fun. Maybe this is just the universe's way of showing us that not all Jolenes are bad, because the original Dolly Parton song is about a Jolene who's a homewrecker. So we get a bad rap, us Jolenes.
You get a bad rap, Jolene. Yes, we do. I'm doing just to say, once I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm starting an anti-cyberbullying campaign. That kind of, it's like a Buy Jolene campaign, just because of the original comments that started from this, and why I started these comments and stuff. But maybe I'll make like a mug or something that says not all Jolenes are bad, and then like a little dash that says Jolene Lunzer.
Please do, because I definitely want to be the Jolene that makes you believe in Jolenes again, Adam.
Yes, the white witch Jolene of Jolene.
Yes, I love it. Plus, we both have this like Bravo in common. We both love Bravo and break it down, and so. And
you're also in Los Angeles, right?
I'm in West Hollywood.
Which is, how long have you been there, may I ask?
7 years.
Jolene, I guarantee you we've met face to face.
I feel you look very familiar. So maybe we have. I mean, it's such a small little community, even though it's a big city.
Do you go to do you walk like that strip going to, like, did you go to Tortilla Republic and Pump, and did you ever go to Tom Tom and stuff like that?
Oh yeah. I was just before the pandemic, because whenever people come in from out of town, they always want to go to Pump and go to Sir and go to all the places.
I think I served you at Tom Tom. I think that's what it is.
Oh, it probably is, because I was literally just at Tom Tom before the pandemic hit. And Dana was working that night. She was at the bar. She was
on the new side, right?
Yeah. Is the new side the new side would be the right side. Or which one's the left side. She was on the left side.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That's probably what happened. Oh my gosh, Adam, this is fate.
I feel like we've met each other. That's what I'm saying. It's like, especially you've been around, you're around West Hollywood. My fiance, he also managed over there at Pump. I didn't know if I could say that, but yeah, I can. That's fine. But yeah, so I felt like I've seen you around. So I think that's great. And yeah, now once this coronavirus pandemic thing is over, maybe now we have to grab a drink or something and catch up and talk some Bravo-ish.
Oh my gosh, that would be so great. And I would love to like invite you. I'm definitely going to DM you. I know you don't want to go through the specifics and bore everyone, because you have a lot of people joining in for you, but you should definitely come on my channel. We can talk about fun Bravo news and gossip and things that are going on, because Bravo is hitting it right now. We got Potomac back. New York is on fire. Ramona's a devil. And Beverly Hills is like, what?
So what did you think real quick about the sneak attack second episode of Real Housewives of Potomac? Them dropping an episode right after?
Oh, beautiful. I was so excited. I mean,
why? Why would they do that?
I think it's almost like they're giving us a present, because we waited so long, because it was supposed to premiere in May, and they were kind of stretching it out, because I think they were worried that they would have gaps in their programming due to the pandemic and people not being able to go into production, like Orange County and Dallas and that. So I think they were just giving us a treat, because we've been so patient. Us Bravo fans, we're kind of patient, not always, but
that's fair.
Yeah, just to get us like really excited for it, I think.
That's fair. I didn't know if it was either that like they were trying to give us a treat, or B, that maybe, you know, I didn't even look at the ratings for the first episode, but maybe it just wasn't as exciting. There wasn't as much going on to kick off Potomac. So that's why they were like, okay, episode 2, sling it in there.
I hope it's not like that, because I get so mad when people sleep on Potomac, because it literally is one of the best franchises. OC has been on life support. Beverly Hills is on life support, yet everyone will still tune into them. You have so many people who are like, I've never watched Potomac. And I'm like, you cannot sleep on these ladies. They are such a fantastic franchise, like a New York, where they actually do have a history and they fight with each other. Yet they're still able, they don't do what Beverly Hills does, which is like that bully mentality. They always go after one person every season to try to get them off.
Yeah.
They all have their own relationships and they all show up to work and they do their job and they're so entertaining.
Except for this past episode, episode 2, where Karen actually says that she feels like they're all doing that gang up mentality bully thing on Candace, which I don't agree with, because Candace isn't owning her ish. And also, I think the only reason they're sleeping on Potomac, I'm looking at this from a business perspective, but I feel like, you know how like when you launch something, or like when the first time you open a restaurant or whatever, and you open those doors and you get all of those first opinions that kind of sets the tone. I feel like when we first started Real Housewives of Potomac and we had like those kitchens that looked like they were in a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhouse for like $2,000 a month rent. And you know what I mean? Like, I felt like it was just like it wasn't that extremely like grand lifestyle exposure that we're used to from like Beverly Hills, New York, Miami, all of those other housewives. So I think that people are just like, 1, what is Potomac? We've never heard of it. And 2, why are we looking at a kitchen out of like,
and no, I totally understand, like out of an IKEA showroom. I totally get it. Like, I feel as though, I think you're right, people didn't know where Potomac was. And real estate in Potomac is actually more expensive than, you know, we think LA is bad, but Potomac and out east like that, and Virginia and stuff, is just so high. So if you look at someone like, I only know this because one of my co-hosts on Married to Bravo, he lives out there. And so he tells me like Candace's house is worth more than anyone would ever think. You know what I mean? It's like not Lisa Vanderpump quite, her house, but I mean the real estate is so high. And it probably didn't help as well that Robin and Juan went through this weird thing where maybe, I think she was like involved in like a multi-level marketing thing, like those leggings or something. I don't know how she lost her money, but she gave money to a friend, and I think it was like MLM or something.
Well, didn't they say that they were letting a friend invest their money or something like that, and then all of a sudden he was taking their money and reinvesting into different accounts, but I guess technically spending it. But I don't know how you don't watch somebody spend over $1 million of your money.
Right. It's so sad. It's so sad that you trust someone that much and that someone you trust could do that. But they're rebuilding. But when you see even their townhomes, they're not even in Potomac. I think they're in like Baltimore.
No, and I can't wait to see too, because they're talking about you know, like we just watched the episode where they're talking about moving forward, and it's time to A, get married, and B, like it's time for a new place. Mm-hmm. We see Karen got back to Potomac. I hope Robin makes it back.
I know. And then Monique can visit her and say it's cute. It's cute because everyone's house compared to Monique's is cute. It's cute.
Yeah. She's like, T'Challa, come on. Come on, T'Challa.
Oh my gosh. This bird is everything. I know she's going to get hate for like her bird. Were you referring to her bird? Is that her bird's name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know the bird's name, but I know she's going to get hate. People are like, ugh, why is she paying more attention to the bird than the kid? You guys, it's her third kid. She's tired. She needs a bird.
She's like, damn it, just give me the bird. And I love how she's sitting there and she's putting, first of all, like I have a 20-pound dog that I try to put a harness on, and it's like annoying, but trying to put this like little hamster harness on this African gray. And she's like, T'Challa, you're being so extra. It's like, no, Monique, you're being so extra by putting this damn harness on the bird. Like most people just clip the wings and they take the bird with them. They don't stick a hole, you know?
No, most people don't go to their friends' homes with their birds. But again, most women aren't rich like Monique. So there you go. I mean, but Karen was like, hell to the knob, put that bird in a cage, not in my house.
Yeah, and that bird was looking at Karen's confessional wig like, woo, bird nest. Like, that's what she was thinking. But I was looking at that cage that Monique had for the bird too, that was in the passenger seat, and I was like, damn, like that looks like a little down payment on a car or something. Like this little cage looked like a full, it had I mean, at least like realistically, it was at least a $400 to $500 just little carry cage, which was wow.
Huge. It was like bigger than my apartment in West Hollywood. It was crazy. Like that bird has the life. I think I'm jealous of that bird. I want to be that bird.
Well, and then okay, so then with that being said about Potomac, before I let you go, we do have New Jersey Housewives. They did resume filming. Is there anything that you're excited about with them, or you're just like,
I've been so off of, I mean, obviously I watched Jersey, but it's like I followed with pictures they've been taking during the pandemic when they've been hitting up their Jersey Shore homes and stuff like that. And, Teresa's hanging out with Melissa. And so I'm always excited for Jersey. I'm excited to see Gia's new nose job. I love a nose job. I've had a nose job. Like, get it, girl, get it young, get it done. So I guess I'm just always excited for Jersey, but I wish they would bring, after hearing what's going on with Dina Manzo, her ex, her current husband, and then Carolyn's husband, and how they're all tied into the mob, which we always kind of knew. I wish they would bring them back or recreate Mob Wives for the Manzos. I need that.
Mob Wives Manzoed.
Yes, Manzo Mob Wives.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be amazing and make for great TV. I just think that this is one of those like moments that you just like, it's like everybody like maybe like they have like a meeting without anybody knowing and say like, okay, everybody, we have the same story, right? We know we don't talk about this.
I mean, it was brought up in the first season at the reunion about Carolyn's husband, his father, who they found deceased, like murdered in the trunk of a car. And he was a big dude, like 400 pounds. And it was alleged to have ties to some kind of mob activity. So it's like a real true life Dateline 2020 thing that I know it's personal to the family and they probably don't want to go into it. But as a fan, I'm like, as a true crime fan too, I'm like, I want to know everything. Do an unsolved mystery on his dad.
Oh my gosh.
So not to put too much on you, Adam, but I just like literally read a whole bunch of articles about this. So I'm geeking out.
No, you blew my mind. Actually, when this is over, this whole quarantine pandemic thing, I would love to, because I love murder mysteries and stuff. Even if it's not Manzoed, maybe we can find some sort of like Bravo murder crossover. And maybe we can even just do it. Like we'll do a live together with wine or something, and we can just watch it and do like our own pillow talk. That would be so much fun. I would love that, Adam. Thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to we're already planning our future together and our future. I love that. I love that, Jolene. And thank you for being on here, and thank you for joining me and not being the awful cyber bully, Jolene. I appreciate it. And guys, please leave this woman alone. She's so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye, Jolene. Really, though, this time. Like the real well, not the real Jolene, but the real nice Jolene. All right, guys, with that being said, thank you so much. 150 in the room. If I missed you guys on the super chats or super stickers, I didn't mean to, and I'll go back and I'll mention them tomorrow. Guys, you were amazing. This was such a fun Super Bravo Tuesday. I had so much fun. I'm so sorry that Chef Kiko couldn't make it. Like if you guys missed it earlier. Oh, and guys, please, before I get into why Chef Kiko couldn't make it, while you're in the room, guys, please like this video before you go. It helps my video tremendously, guys. It really does. It puts it on the map. You guys are helping me grow this channel. I really appreciate it. And thank you, guys. I did receive, oh, that was super sweet. Thank you, Jessica, for the PayPal donation. I really appreciate you. And also thank you, Jazzy, for the PayPal donation. I appreciate it. Guys, if you want to donate to our channel and keep us going, you're more than welcome to with super chats and super stickers, and the PayPal donations link is in the description. You guys are amazing. Chef Kiko getting fired. I talked to him about it, guys. I feel so bad for him. He was supposed to come on tonight, but we're going to get him next Tuesday. Chef Kiko is on a catamaran. He's currently working, and the owner of the ship is on the boat. So if you missed it, the recording, just scroll back. He played in the recording that he was in the bathroom sneaking away. He was so sorry. And of course, we got Jolene. And if you guys don't know Jolene, check her out on our Instagram at Jolene Lunzer, JOLENLUNZER, Jolene Lunzer. She's so funny. She covers all things Bravo, just like me. So what's not to love? And with that being said, guys, bye everybody. Bye Jolene, and not bye the cyberbully Jolene. Bye guys.